Good morning, legends. Well, here we are out for another video. We're at a place near Aireys Inlet in Victoria, Australia. Just getting out for a sunrise, so not sure what it's going to be like. I can't really see anything. It's pretty pitch black. I'm currently walking along the beach that I've never been on before, so that's always fun, and it's dark and it's spooky. So I'm having fun with that. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I also wanted to talk today, make sure I don't shine that around. I also did want to talk today just about why I chose the Sony ecosystem over the likes of Nikon, which is what I used to previously shoot, or Fuji or something like that. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in this coming video. I have had a couple of people ask, on threads and stuff, you see comments like, oh, why'd you choose Sony, blah, blah, blah. So I thought maybe we'd just cover it in a video while we're out doing a bit of a sunrise shoot this morning. It's pretty dark. Just had to walk down this like bush track and stuff. And I tell you what, by yourself, it's pretty spooky. So yeah, we're gonna go for a bit of a walk, and I think I've got to walk for where I'm going. Also, shout out to Nate Photos on Instagram who hooked me up with this location. Apparently it is best when it's high tide, which I believe the tide is going out now, so that's okay. I've never been here before, so it'll be an interesting adventure, which that's what photography is about, adventures. So yeah, let's go see what we can find. Look at this rock just sitting there, watching life pass it by. All right, so we seem to have found some sort of rock structure here. I'm not sure, like I've never been here. I usually when I'm like out and about, if I'm shooting a new location, I usually like to have scouted it in the day, so I can at least see like where the water is, etc. So that's a little bit concerning here, but so I'm just gonna, that's what I came a bit earlier just to allow myself plenty of time to like look around and scout safely. There's a big rock pool there. And that's why you got to be careful, because I could have stood in that. It's rather deep, and I probably would have done some damage and fallen, and who knows. But yeah, so yeah, as I said, I'm going to have a little bit of a safe explore while we wait for a bit more light. But yeah, I'll get back to you soon. Look, I'm pretty excited for this. I always enjoy shooting new locations. So yeah, once again, thanks again to Nate for giving me the heads up on where this place is located. So, and yeah, as I said, he did say high tide is like the ideal, but I wasn't too worried, just in the fact that, yeah, coming to a place on the outgoing tide, I was a bit less concerned about like getting stuck or something like that. So yeah, let's have a look around. Wow, it is peaceful. It is very, very peaceful this morning. Like, there is actually a bit of cloud around too, so it's like, it's super nice. Like, it's actually really, really nice. I'm just made my way up onto just this little rock. It's not super slippery where I am, but I just wanted to just sort of come up here and just have a little bit of a look. But yeah, there's this, so there's like to my left, there's like this really nice sort of, I guess, where the water just comes in, funnels in, which I can understand why at high tide it would be really nice. There is water coming into it, so I'm just going to try and go down there, find a vantage point. There's also another spot where I believe there's like almost like a cavern, which I can definitely see why high tide, when the water's coming through there, it could look really amazing, but I'm not sure if it'll look that good at the moment. So yeah, but yeah, we're just waiting for a little bit more light. I am going to go and sort of have a bit of a feel anyway, get the camera out, walk around a bit. So yeah, look, I'm just really happy to be out this morning. Midweek, and yeah, just enjoying myself. But yeah, I am going to talk about why I chose to shoot Sony. Why did I choose Sony? Well, one thing for me, I don't talk about it very often, but I do have what is called keratoconus. Now, keratoconus is a degenerative eye disease. So basically, my eye, the cornea is deformed and everything like that. So something that I find really hard is when I'm sort of looking at something in the distance and then coming back and focusing, my eyes sort of struggle a bit. So for me, one of the main
defining factors why I chose the Sony a7R V was at the fact it was like at the time when it first came out, and when I was looking to get back into photography, it was like the bee's knees, or the go-to when it comes to autofocusing. And even though, like, obviously with landscape it's a little bit different because you are like, you know, you have the time to set your shot up and everything like that, but I do also take portraits, and I found that with my old Nikon D810, I was really struggling with my focusing and finding it really difficult. And let's be real, Sony's focusing is just absolutely amazing. There are a few other things that were the defining factors to go with the Sony ecosystem, but the main reason I chose the Sony a7R V was for its autofocusing capabilities, and just the fact that, let's be real, it tracks stuff so well. Even though it's not something I shoot a lot of at the moment, I wanted it to be versatile moving forward. So yeah, that is the reason why. And I'm just saying, this is absolutely beautiful here. Like, it is beautiful here. All right, so I do have my first shot. Basically, I'm bracketing it because the rocks in front here are just super dark. I'll give you a look at the scene, show you what I'm looking at. So this is what we're looking at, and as you can see, they've got the water coming through here. I'm doing a exposure bracket so that I can get the sky not blown out. I can get some nice water movement there though, but also so these rocks up here are just not, like, I'm not having to pull shadows back up too much. So I'm doing a bit of a longer exposure to get the shadow detail in the rocks and everything. I kind of like it. It's not amazing, the sky's not amazing, but look, it's a beautiful morning. So I'll chuck that one up for you to have a look at now, and I'm pretty happy with it. So the second reason for Sony, now also just look at the sky behind me, but the second reason for Sony, now this one, some people may agree, may disagree with, but is purely the availability of lenses. Like the ecosystem, the E-mount, there is just so many different opportunities to get different lenses from third parties, from Sony themselves. Holy moly, you should see this sky. This sky is mental. It's like just, yeah, look, this sky is just phenomenal. There is like, yeah, oh, the glow. Yeah, there's just so many different lenses. So I'm gonna get back to shooting because right now this is just crazy. The glow is just going nuts. So yeah, but yeah, that's the next reason why is the Sony lens availability and the ecosystem. Wouldn't it be amazing to have a drone right now? I'm just saying, that'd be pretty cool. I'm just waiting for an exposure to end, which I'm pretty sure is going to look really nice. So if it does, I'll chuck it up before I shoot this next scene. But it's, yeah, look, a 4-minute exposure, nice and long. So you know how much I love a long exposure. All right, so I've got my next shot here. So this is what we're looking at. So this is the scene here. We've got this little gully of water coming through the side here. We've got sort of a nice contrast of pinks in the sky, but we've also got this sort of darker clouds. Exposure-wise, we're looking at about 8 seconds. So look, I'll chuck that shot up now. It's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning. I did want to talk about the final point, and this is the final thing. So we've had the autofocusing on the Sony a7R V, we've had the availability of lenses and just the lens ecosystem, and the last one is honestly how flippin' good it feels in your hand. I don't really like a small camera, so a Sony a7R V, it's got a nice big grip, and it just feels really nice to hold, which honestly, that is one of those things that I don't know, I feel like you sort of take for granted. And I was listening to someone talk about it the other day, and they were talking about their Fuji, what is it, the X100's 6 or V1, I hear people call it V1, which to me it's just 6, but whatever. Talking about that and talking about how, just dodging some water here, how the grip on it, yeah, this is cool. I'll show you this in a second. How the grip on it is a bit sort of like it's smaller. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I would like that. Like, I've got sort of big hands, so I don't know if that's something that I would necessarily enjoy or not enjoy. So look at this spot here. So yeah, that for me was sort of, I guess, the three main reasons. And then a lot of the other stuff just comes down to as I've used it more. But yeah, the main reasons for me were the autofocusing, the availability of third-party lenses, and just lenses in general. And even though I literally I have 2 third-party lenses, and then yeah, the last thing was just how good it feels in my hand, and obviously the fact that it pretty much, well, I guess that's a fourth point, is that it just does everything I need a camera to do. I don't do a lot of video, but I am getting better at doing video and wanting to experiment with video more. It does that. It takes obviously amazing images. It's just what, 60 megapixels, 60, 61. Look, it's great. It's a great camera. It does everything I need. And I think sometimes we can get caught up on wanting, wanting gear to fix sort of, I guess, the issues. And for me, the main issues are just time, not shooting enough. And the more you shoot, the better you get, the more you experience. So yeah, for me, that is the goal this year, is just to shoot a lot. So I'm gonna do some shooting and we're gonna continue going. Let's go. Yeah, well, whoa, slippery. Well, I've had a thoroughly enjoyable morning out this morning. So I hope, I'm just trying to, there we go, that's better. Yeah, so I've had a thoroughly enjoyable morning out this morning down here. Definitely a location I want to come back to, because there's just so much cool rock structure, and there's all these, like, I don't even know what they are, little things, algae or something. Yeah, it's honestly been beautiful. So I do have one last shot here that I'm just going to show you now, and yeah, let's check it out. So we've just got here, here's the scene. We've got this other big rock structure there, we've got the horizon, the sun's over to our left, and we're just getting an exposure about 2.5 seconds here at the moment. So yeah, look, it's a beautiful, beautiful scene, and I don't know if you can see that on the back there, but I'll chuck that one up for you now.
Wonder if any of that worked.
All right, well, thanks. I hope you've made it this far, and thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate you all. It's a beautiful morning. If there's any other shots that I've taken that are just a bit more like cruisy, I guess lifestyle travel photos, that sort of thing, as opposed to just your traditional landscape shots, I'll chuck them up at the end here. But yeah, I really do appreciate everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please chuck it a thumbs up. Look, it does help. I don't like asking, but that's how YouTube works. Works on likes and everything. If you enjoy the channel and you'd like to see more and more videos, then please feel like subscribing. I'm gonna crack open a Monster, have a muesli bar, sit down, enjoy the ocean for a little bit, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy. how I got here. I was going to sit on this ledge and I realised it's too high. And I can't, I can sort of get on it, but, how good.